And the Bible says the wicked run when no one is chasing them. There's a small issue in the country. People have been getting pregnant, then they find the responsible father for the child. They have been working backwards. I mean, better late than never, right? So now there's some scientific stock taking going on among family members in several homes, and it's causing a bit of panic. Just know currently, if you want to be rich in Uganda, just start a DNA gig. Training service. Actually, the people that are already doing it, you can even decide to be more creative. Maybe put it on Jumia, you order online. Also, the fact that it takes 45 days to get the results, that's too long. Let the results be instant, so that you don't have to go through a whole week of debating whether little Ambrose should get 2 pieces of meat or just soup. But the truth is, if your father is rich, why are you walking around the hospital? What are you testing? If your father is rich, guard your body. The only thing you should allow to take your blood is a mosquito. Only way you should end up in a hospital is if you're in a coma, like if it was not your decision to make. Only allow a doctor to touch you if you are going to die anyway. Otherwise, if your father is a broken man, just get one day, look your mother straight in the eye. Is there a plan B? But if your father is rich and he's driving you to the hospital, just be there in the car like, Fachi. After all the things I've done for you, I can't remember your last warning. You don't want to do this. Okay, now I go, then you'll be happy. I know that you Bobby. And it's mostly rich people that are doing these DNAs. The poor, the poor have other problems because you were free labor. They just were away from home. Who will slash the compound? If your father has some economic challenges, don't worry, you're stuck with him. This DNA stuff is not cheap. Your only hope is maybe that old method of checking toes. Uganda. Those were funny times. There are people who have toes that look like ginger. You'll end up without fathers. Whoever convinced me to make a video on this topic doesn't wish me anything good in this life, because this topic really became controversial. I mean, women were coming out saying, why should you be checking? There is no time in history it has ever been so wrong to know the truth. Things have been very nervy. Everyone is living in fear. These are not the days to entertain those foolish guests of, the kids look mostly like their mother. And I don't know what's wrong with guests. Why can't you just drink your juice and go away? He's there holding your newborn. This family finally has a light-skinned person. And some of you, your children also bring the test on themselves. A kid comes from school, he has 17% in math. The man looks at him like, dress up, you're going to hospital. And then there's you rich men that are over-obsessed with DNAs. Yourself, you grew up during times before DNA came to Uganda. All your 47 years, your relatives have been telling you how you don't look like the rest of your siblings. Your mother ate too many lemons during your pregnancy. They even made an excuse for you. Like that, you ended up in a sensible will. Times did you a favor. Carry it forward. And some men, you should count yourself lucky you can't get pregnant. So the people who are against this taking kids for DNA and stuff have been saying that DNA is to be avoided because they break the family. DNA breaks families. DNA doesn't break families. DNA facilitates the breaking process. It's like the stamp. Like you guys do the donkey work, then DNA. DNA is like fuel, but the vehicle you guys already bought, you even dressed up, ready to go. This coming together to heap blame on DNA testing is like a family that sits in a burning house to discuss the plumbing. It causes distrust. Speaking like that is like how the MD comes to you, the accountant is like, external auditors are going to come by. Then you're like, You guys don't trust me. But on the other hand, the people that are against it also have a point. Because you know that drive from hospital, after they have told you that the children are actually yours, you're in the car, you're driving, your wife is there looking at you, the children are looking at you. It's awkward silence in the car. You know what awkward silence Abraham had with Isaac when God told him not to sacrifice the man? You're even lucky you have a car. Abraham and Isaac were on a donkey for weeks. Truthfully, I don't know which side to be on this DNA matter, but I hope that people say it is okay for a man to unknowingly raise kids that are not his, so that other lies in the relationship no longer have to feel so bad. Because trust me, it's hard to beat. It is your child. And what I realized from the online arguments, let's do DNA to the ladies is the same as I want to go through your phone to men. So men should use the same excuses that the ladies have been using for the DNA. I want to go through your phone. Why are you breaking up the family? If I'm here, why are you worried? If you go through my phone, we shall never be the same again. What if you find nothing? What will you tell me? The distrust in this home is unbelievable. So we're a state of emergency in the country. Now families are doing things together. Every day they go to church together, they go to the shops together. You're there thinking, they are so close. No. Just watchful of an unnecessary trip to the doctor. And I don't know if this happens in other African countries, but in Uganda, when your partner gives birth to twins, you drop that nonsense of Mr. and you get a bigger title, Salongo. It goes with your name, Salongo James, Salongo Frank, Salongo Makumbi. It's a public title everywhere you go for people to know that you don't play around. I don't know if you see where I'm going with this. And men, if the children turn out yours, does that mean that your partner is faithful? What a time to be alive. Now time to tell men to be strong and understanding. Women have been hearing that nonsense all their lives. Now tables have turned. And then some men, you're impotent and you're also going to check for DNA. What's wrong with you?